All right, everybody. Let's get ready to rumble. It is time to strengthen the squad up. Our last edition before the big spins. For these fine gentlemen right here who have disappeared off the screen. There they are. Who will we get? Will we get anybody? Who knows what will happen? But I know we're about to add someone now because they took all my money. Let me get this chat going, and then we will get into some games after we spin our Rooski for the Juicy. Thank you all ahead of time for all your support. I cannot wait for the OGFC League. If you want to partake in our leagues and cups, starting next Saturday, there are spots available. You will not be denied if you join the ground membership. There are 2 levels. I say that because the top tier membership, the starting 11 membership, offers coaching 1v1. If you want that, join up. But to play in our leagues and tournaments, you must be a member. There's reasons for that I'll explain here shortly, but it's a few bucks a month. You get the chance to potentially win cash. You get the chance to add a lot more content to eFootball and potentially UFL. I'm still digging into the investigation, the ongoing investigation on the potential scam that we are dealing with. Potential, alleged, whatever you want to call it. There's no ground, hardcore, solid evidence of this. We have a content creator's word that I don't even get along with that well, and then we have just some signs that I've seen. Now, what does that mean? That means that for now it will be just eFootball. Now, the ground memberships, and my puppy pissed again. Unbelievable. I'll be right back to puppy piss again, but I'll explain why the membership is a must if you want to partake in the leagues and tournaments. Coming not this Saturday, but next Saturday, starting at 10 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. And pursuing after that every other Saturday, the initial league. Let me clean up this puppy piss, and I will be right there. This damn puppy. I'm live. And he pisses again.
Hey, just so you know, Becky sent that over a month ago. She can't believe you just got it. That obviously it went to somebody.
Get out of here, Bear. You can't keep pissing while I go live, bro. Get out of here. Quit pissing in my room. Quit your pissing. I got a little Shih Tzu for my daughter, and I love him to death, bro. But he pisses every time I go live. It's like a freaking routine now, and it's getting old. We're gonna need some more of this spray.
Yeah,
It's really good spray, though.
buy some tomorrow. Just so you know, she didn't.
Okay.
She wanted you to know.
All good. All right. Good as new. Get out of here, you mad pisser. Go lay down, you little pisser. Love you, bro, but go lay down. All right. So the mad pisser's done. Hell yeah, Phil. Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, all good, dude. That happens in those, dude. Don't worry about that. Me and Boomfit happened the same exact way, dog. All right, so I got my new makeshift. I'm gonna put my setup on one of my thumbnails here shortly. You guys will get a kick out of it. I got some old white desks stacked on each other, and I got some old tables. But this new system I have is sick, and it's gonna be great for the league. It's gonna be great. So what I was saying is, the reason why you have to join a membership to play is because, one, if not, you get trolls easier, right? They'll get bored, they'll ruin everything because they say they play, or maybe they'll just get bored, not be trolls, but they'll play one league, one tournament, and leave. And because you can qualify for future events, and because you could take someone's spot who's actually part of the community who wants to partake in all the league games and not just one Saturday or one whatever, That's where if you pay a few bucks and enter, that barrier for that is created. The barrier for trolls to try to mess things up. And with all due respect, maybe Skinny has been involved. He's just been quiet, but I've been saying his name on purpose to see. And so far, let me check, but I believe, like, for instance, he's a very good player, but I think he was bored one day, came in, played in a cup, he won, he was very good, but now he's gone. Well, that takes away a cash cup position that someone else would have got. We would have had another winner. And yeah, so I said his name on here and nothing from him. Now, I think he's a smaller content creator too, and that's fine. It's all good, bro. It's not like I'm mad at him or anything, but I'm just saying. You pay a few bucks a month, you get a ton more content, and it creates that barrier of entry for those who are serious. And then you're automatically entered into leagues, cups, whatnot. The only ones that have qualification that are based on your level will be when we base it on divisions. You would screenshot with your PSN or whatever, your Xbox name, your PC name, show me your division, and that will qualify you for like the Division 2 league, the Division 3. But the first one's open, right? We will see how many people want to enter, and that will be our initial league. The reason why it's going to be huge is because in games like eFootball and UFFL, where there's not much content, like right now, I'm going to spin for my man Seedorf. I'm down to 20 players, so I'm going to do some singles probably. I got 2,200 coins. You know, all there's to play is divisions. And divisions is cool, but you need more than that. You just do. Right? And unfortunately, Konami doesn't look like they're going to go the FC route at all with any type of cups or objectives or anything. So we create our own with prizes, with things like that. That's where the money helps too. So, well worth it. If you want to join, like I said, you simply purchase ground level OGFC, or OGamester FC, I should say, membership from YouTube. You then private message me on Discord after you join the Discord if you haven't already, and let me know you want to enter the league that's starting next Saturday, right? All you have to do is say, I want to enter the OGFC league. You private message me. I'll know based on you telling me your YouTube name if you're a member or not, because they go by YouTube names, and then we go from there. It's as simple as that, right? I don't think a lot of trolls will go through that, even that simple process, but it's that easy. So, let me see this real quick. If I go into YouTube, just to be 100% clear, YouTube memberships, levels, just OGFC community member, simple as that. It's $3 a month to play in tournaments and cups. $3 a month. So I feel like that's fair and square. If you don't want to do it, understandable, but I at least want to explain it. You would just go in, become an OGFC community member, join the Discord if you haven't already, go to eFootball General to be part of all the conversation, but you don't even have to do that. You just private message me, O-G_Gamester, which you can see on this thumbnail of all of my streams. And then my Discord, the link's in the bio. And you just private message me on there and just say, hey, I want to be in the league. Here's my YouTube name. Here's my, PSN, whatever I'll be playing on Xbox, and that's it. So I wanted to make that clear. So let's move on and let's spin a Ruski for Seedorf. We got Terram. We got Maldini. I'm bringing in some heat, by the way, because I didn't play in the initial 2 cups. I will be playing in this league, and I will be coming for heads. A friendly little beheading, that's all. 21 players left. 9, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That means 4 single spins I can do before getting into my, because it's 1,800 for 2 10-mans. I'd like to save those. Now, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but for this update tonight, there's not going to be, nothing. There's not going to be any new players, right? There's keeping, from what I've seen, they're keeping the McTominay, they're keeping this one out, and then they are adding the 30th anniversary spins, and then that's it, I believe. Man, they ain't going to give them to us easy, are they? Alright, so that puts us at 918. Alright, so one more free one. And the Seedorf looks ridiculous, by the way. I did some studying on him. He's very Conte-like. Box-to-box Conte-like. Better offensively, which is what I want. Still solid defensively. Alright, we're going to have to go for a 10-man spin. Unbelievable. So let me see here. Let me go into... I look forward to the day my allergies start to subside, so I don't have to be sniffling on here, because I know it gets probably annoying for some of you guys, so I apologize. I think Honus and Ruminage are coming into not a pack, but they might be part of the 12. But I don't think there's another pack. Are you saying that's a separate pack than the 30th, or they're part of this 12? I think they're part of this 12. I could be wrong, though. 2 10-man spins. Part of me wants to keep going singles, though. I think I should keep going singles. And the reason why is because any little saved counts, and I'm down to literally 16 players. There it is. Finally got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our midfield complete. Declan Rice with What the fuck? They tricked me, these bastards. No, dude. I thought the hell was over. It's hell to build a team in this. I mean, you spend a lot of money. For me, I don't drink. I don't do any vices. So this is my vice. Now, is that kind of coping a little bit with how much money I spend? Oh, yeah. That's coping for sure. Come on, please be him. Oh, my goodness. I could have just got the 10 players, obviously, instead. But for instance, that would take me down to like 1940. So I still have 6 more. So anything above that, if I can get them before in the next several, I mean, it's a save. I think it's worth it going for the singles. So far, it's not looking like it, but... Oh, wow, separate pack. Honus and Ruminage, huh? Holy cow, guys, this has been crazy. There we go, finally, and he's here. Now, we're going to get to our practicing. The reason why Cedorf's going to fit so well, I'm going to show you when we get to our team. This wasn't just a go crazy pickup. It was either box-to-box Cedorf or McTominay. So now I have 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 900... 1 10-man spin and 3 singles, so not a bad way to start. Whoever I do, if they do come out with a different pack, and obviously probably end up throwing more money in there. But here's what we got: Pedri will replace Neves. Ruben Neves will go into reserves. So my reserves right now are like this. I'll show you. So epics, I have 1, 2 epics. So he's 3. It's crazy I have to do it like this, but I'm going to. Wait, what the hell? 4. Excuse me. Oh, wow, they don't keep him in order. Well, never mind. That's a waste of time then. Okay. So we got our subs in order. We have our center back, wing back, / center back, anchorman, box to box or anchorman type, right? 2 orchestrators, but he's more defensive, obviously. Pedri's more attacking. Wingers / strikers, and then pure strikers. And when Bobby can play it all. But that's our full squad, defensively to offensively. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 epics. In the reserves, we have 2 epics, David Villa and Ribéry. Now, Ribéry, you could argue he's better than... I mean, that Vinny's better, though. Maybe Salah? No, I can't really... Even the Messi's better. I mean, don't get me wrong. Let me just make sure of this real quick. I would hate to be... Yeah, I mean... '86 finishing 87. Yeah. So Vinny goes there. All right, and we get our man Seedorf right in there. So he gets regularly uses non-dominant leg very high. He's a righty. Bellingham occasionally uses non-dominant leg very high. Declan rarely, but it's high when he does use it. Bagio occasionally and very high. Michael Owen occasionally very high. And Adriano, this is our problem with him, rarely and medium. We can't have a striker with that type of weak foot, with that type of left foot. So when he leaves, that'll be a big reason. So the Cedorf build. Let's take a look at what he looks like. Box to box, he will be getting up and back, which is why it's important to have that high stamina. We can lower his defense immensely. So we'll go defending. Let's see if we go all the way down to 0. I mean, dude, literally look at that defense compared to Bellingham. Still better. So we can literally change. This Seedorf could be our own beast Seedorf. Look at that. Unbelievable here. Unbelievable, bros. And we still haven't even boosted some of our players. Like, Bellingham's boosts are done. Oh, wait, are they? No. Bellingham needs his boost. Burn needs his second boost. Bellingham, Terram, and Maldini all need their boost. Now Seedorf too. So 4 need a boost, original boost. Burn needs a redo second boost. Unbelievable, guys. Alright, so let's get this Seedorf. This is going to be fun, guys. Because we want him to be more attacking. So we took all of his defense away. And you see there, it's still not too bad. So to get this to like 70... Let's see. Let's get that to 80. Finishing, shooting. Oh, we can't. Holy crap. To get it to 80, that's what we'd have to do. It would just be all shooting. And I mean, it's still a very beastly setup there. But still, let's see Jude. 90 low pass, 80 lofted. So we want 90 low. So shooting 80, 79, 78, 765, 75. So 75 finishing. What else can we lower? Jumping, physical contact, heading. Heading 70, jumping, physical contact. So we can't lower that at all. Speed and acceleration. $88.88 takes him to 76. $90. That would take him to 78 offensive. 90 low passing, so that's huge. And that's where we want him more offensive than defensive. Jumping, finishing. And that's no boost at all. Dribbling. So right now, without any boost, that's what we're looking at. So the finishing, I mean, that's why we changed him so much. That's why he's so low rated, which is fine with me, dude. That happens. Like when you see these top players with players like that, that's why. He's a totally different player. I'm sure it's server maintenance. I don't know. It would be nice if it wasn't, dude. It would be awesome if it was quick, but I'm sure we'll have to wait till like 3 a.m. But maybe not. Maybe not. So we want to keep that 94 stamina. Honestly, though, 89, speed and acceleration. That was changing everything too, dude. 90. Long ball counter. Sub-tactic was possession. Acceleration can go down 1. $90. There we go. This passing can go down 1. Jumping and all that can go down 1. 75 jumping. Heading 70. Okay, so we're good there. He's more of a setup, man, so we probably want 90 passing. I'm fine with the 89 dribbling. One more for passing. I'd rather have passing than the 90. I'd rather have elite passing. 89 speed's fine, box to box. Getting up and back 89 and 90's perfectly fine there. Or I could take his finishing down to 70. Although I'd rather have it 75. I've seen people who make that mistake, so I'm going to keep it like this. This is going to be our build till we get him boosted. And we'll most likely boost his speed and dribbling. So he'll be a 99 rated. We have one more point which can go to aerial strength for now. So that is our Seedorf. He is more of an attacking-minded CMF. Plenty of defensive stats, as you can see. Bellingham's right there, 70. So Bellingham's got the 4 defensive stats, 74, 74, 77, 77. 74, 74, 77, 77. So Cedorf better in all areas, 81, 77, 77, 82. 77 offensive awareness, 75 finishing. So that will give him a chance when he's up shooting. 90, 92, 92, 90 passing, 89, 89, 90 on the 3 dribbling, 89, 90 speed and acceleration, 95 stamina because he'll be going up and back. So that's absolutely huge. Now, the reason why I want to play this way, you see my defensive stalwart defense just off the bat. You know they're Mr. Automatic, every one of them. Mr.'s Automatics, if you will. Declan Rice in the number 6. And actually, you know what? We're going to go ahead and do this. This is the start of the making of a video, so here we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. OG here, and you are live on one of my streams where I just completed my current puzzle of a team. We added Seedorf. Now, I say puzzle of a team because this is my second account. And with this account, I try to be smarter with the team building. I wanted to be more precise with who I went after, right? More deliberate, not just C player, get player, C player, get player, spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Now, the hundreds and hundreds is still being spent, but I'm more, like I said, deliberate, completing a puzzle, right? So, for instance, you see the reserves. This James card was excellent. Theo, excellent. They did their part. Neves was excellent in his time as an anchorman. He did his part. Ribery, excellent in the attacking mid, creative playmaker position. Formerly before him, it was Foden. They did their part. Foden's now gone. Down here, Holland didn't really get a chance. David Villa didn't really get a chance. David Villa was more, hey, I got $1 left over or $2, whatever, I'm going to get them. So for events, these guys will still play their parts. Maybe I'll get rid of them if I want boosters because I still have 4 players, Maldini, Terram, Seedorf, and Bellingham that need their original booster. And Dan Burn, as you can see, needs another go at random booster because he's not, this is like his 3rd or 4th one that wasn't good. With that being said, Levakovich, he is unwavering. He's got C form right now. Unfortunately, the live update, I should say, is C. We'll see what his form is in game. I still, to this day, don't know if unwavering, you see the form, unwavering, if that affects this live update rating or just the rating, his form before the game. I'm assuming because it says form, it's the one before the game, but for some reason I was either told or was misled to believe that this live update is what form affects, or maybe it's both. Either way, Levakovich, Dan Burns, my only standard list player in the team, but it's okay because if he has unplayable form or his live update grade is too low, we have Van Boyten, who is, in fact, unwavering. The rest of the team, unwavering. All right? So you see pretty much an automatic defense. This center back position between Burn and Van Boyten, still a battle. I almost was thinking about going for PK, a very possession-oriented center back, but I wanted one destroyer, which Dan Burn and Van Boyten are, one build-up, which Van Dijk is, and I have my sights set on potentially a Rijkaard in this position. So Levakovic is here to stay unless one keeper comes. The only keeper that could possibly replace Levakovic, and that is Oliver Kahn. No one is replacing Terram. No one is replacing Maldini. Even Roberto Carlos, even Cafu. It doesn't matter. No one is replacing Van Dijk. He's incredible. Dan Burn is replaceable. Declan only most likely, now don't hold me to this, maybe they released some insane anchorman I wasn't ready for, but as far as I'm aware, the only replacement that possibly could come in, not possibly, I would go for him, absolutely. I'd empty out the box for him, is Patrick Vieira, like anybody else, of course. Jude Bellingham, it's going to be hard to replace him. He's an absolute animal, unwavering form as well, right? Currently, live update grade is an A. Declan C. I don't understand how the off-season they do this. Whatever, though, right? Cedorf, I just completed him. He's an absolute animal. I totally transformed him. That's why you see him 99 rated. I took his defense all the way down from all 90s. He had center back, CDM worthy defense and put it all into shooting mainly, and then also passing and a little bit of speed and acceleration. But mainly we got his finishing from 60s and his offensive awareness from high 60s, both of them, to mid 70s. Just because as a box-to-box, I want him more importantly than even defense, helping spark the attack and potentially shooting. Every single scouting report I did, which means me watching YouTube videos of Seedorf playing, right? This Seedorf playing. He would create so many chances and get so many shots because just like Bellingham, they'll be running from deep, which many times means they're open. Everyone's worried about the front three. These two come crashing in late. And Cedorf, the ones who didn't put enough finishing on them, largely were missing chances they otherwise would have got, right? So we will see how that goes. But this Cedorf, other than that, looks incredible. Plenty enough defense. I can always switch it around if I need more defense from him. Great speed and acceleration, right? When I get my second booster, I probably will go for speed and maybe dribbling. His passing is plenty good in 90, right? The speed part to be at 90 with acceleration would be great. I wish his shooting and offensive awareness could get to the 80s because it just means sharper runs in the attack. Bagio, unbelievable. He'll never be replaced, right? And by the way, Cedorf, I didn't say it yet, but he's a 50-50. We got to see how he plays. If he's anything like I've seen Conte's box-to-box, if for some reason something like that comes out again, he looks just slightly better. But I don't know. It also depends if we keep this 4-3-1-2. Bagio, I want to do this with him. Simple as that. Now, he's still a creative playmaker. You see the play style here. Creative playmaker. Every attacking spot. So he's automatically going to have that creative playmaker switched on, if you will. He won't be able to be a no play style player in any of his attacking positions unless I put him at center forward, which I never will, right? Maybe randomly just a few games for whatever reason, but typically speaking, he will be a creative playmaker, which is why it's important to have players like Bellingham and Cedorf crashing in. Bagio is looking for the gaps, but he's looking for them to play passes through. He's not going to make those killer runs like a whole player. Still an insane player on the ball, still great movement, still a valuable player that's not going to come out of the team, but you just have to adjust how you play a little bit. He's not going to make those killer runs. Michael Owen, of course, is an advanced striker. He will be a no-play style advanced because he's not in the center forward spot. I could keep him in the center forward spot. And you know what? With Bagio moving to shadow striker, I actually will do that. So now his advanced striker's on, and Adriano, advanced striker. Now, just so you can read, I know you've read it a million times, but a predatory striker who plays off the shoulders of the last defender. Both of these two looking to make runs in behind. Bagio, with his, where's it at? With his creative playmaker, you see there, player who takes advantage of gaps in the defense to initiate attacks and assist and shots on goal. But as that secondary striker instead of the attacking mid, that will kind of offset that creative playmaker. That's why I'm doing this. Look, attacking mid, shadow striker. Attacking mid, shadow striker. So, yes, he has the creative playmaker roles, but with those shadow, or as they call it in EFootball, secondary striker, he will make those runs in behind. When there's openings, he will make them. So we will see the difference in how much, if any, it makes. I believe it will, by the way, going from AMF to secondary striker. I think he'll be more deliberate, more active with his runs. And that is the starting lineup. The goal, we play against these rats that a vast majority play quick counter or long ball counter and try to pressure you and then play it through the middle, right? And that's why we have this pretty well shut down. 4 solid backs, 3 defensive-minded or have the ability to be defensive-minded midfielders, 2 of which, after we win the ball, will be shooting forward to join our front 3. You see the triangles everywhere. Seedorf, Maldini, Declan. Right? Declan, Terram, Bellingham. Bellingham, Bagio, Adriano. Bagio, Seedorf, Declan. Declan, Bagio, Bellingham. I mean, Adriano, Owen, Bagio. Everywhere. So we win the ball. These players are going to shoot forward. Right? Playing long ball counter. Even these two will shoot forward. And our goal will either be to thread the needle and play them through if it's open, or play the ball quickly, super cancel, and come defeat. Then we'll be looking for laybacks and through balls. Up, back, and throughs everywhere, give and goes everywhere until we eventually create chances. That's the name of the game. that's what we will continue working on. That's what I was working on in a training session with Phil last night, which, well, as much as I was coaching him, he was helping me too. That's the beauty of it. We're a team around here, and that's how we do. We work to get better, and it was a great session because we essentially did a drill where we just came at each other full pressure, holding R1 and X the whole time on defense, with the goal of consistently connecting passes and looking to keep the ball while passing with intent with the goal of creating chances. That's the name of the game. That's how I will be playing, and we will see where we go. This team is built perfectly for that. So, time will tell how this setup will do. All right, let me read this now and catch up. I had to get through that. I was in the zone. See somewhere that, okay, Superbit says, main, okay. What's up, Nelson? Just released a lot of my cards. Phil would showcase more of your skill and what you got to offer and help. Wait, just released a lot of my cards. Need help with skills. I have some on my cards, but a lot don't seem need. Okay, so Phil needs to add skills to his cards. I'll move some stats around. Yeah, probably both, Phil. We should probably do both to make sure you have it going. Ooh, best viewers on streamboo.net. Remove the space. Join me. Crawling Eatery. Blah, blah, blah. Dude, Twitch is full of freaking bots. What's up, Boom? How are you? Valiant, how are you? Bagio. I don't know what'd you hear. I don't know. Bagio. My ho, Bagio. Bagio. So, that's what we're looking to do. Now, we definitely won't make it. We haven't, really grinded league. We're finished with the events. You see here, did all the time trials. I can't get a gold medal in this because I'm going to actually try it once, though, now that everyone's on. I'll show you how to do it. So we finish everything except for co-op. We can't get into Division 3, which is the next reward category, before this ends in what? An hour, 2 hours, something like that. Right? We're in Division 4. We'd have to get all the way to Division 3 promotion. So I'd have to get through what? Win 4 games? Maybe we'll go ahead and try it. Maybe we'll go ahead and try to get to Division 3. But all that, see, that's my problem with this content, which is why I'm coming with my league and cups. You have to, all that to get an advanced skill training. It's like, bro, really? But I'm going to do this real quick just to show you guys. So here's what these guys did. You go to these time trials, right? And I got gold medals for everything except for this one, like many of you, right? Well, you go to the leaderboard and you see that the top person has 2 seconds. I had 35 seconds, and which is my gold medal, and I thought that was good. I go see everyone's at 2 seconds, right? Well, what they're doing is this. And even that, I don't know how they got 2 seconds, but they're basically doing this. They're holding R1 and then press the up on, L1. Press the up arrow on your controller. Pass. Shoot. That's literally it. That's what they're doing. I'll try one more time and then I'm out. Valiant. No, not at all. We're not at that point yet. Alright, so yeah. So anyway, definitely not getting 2 seconds. I don't know how these people, they must have did that 1,000 times or have some type of cheat. Let me throw this away and then we'll get to it. So let's go try to win 4 games here to get our dang skill training point, I guess. And then AI, same thing, skill training, and I'd have to get to Division 3. But that's where the league and cups will come in. That's why $3 a month I feel is well worth it, because this game is awesome as it can be, as fun as it is to train and work. You want something to train for and work for, right? Not just divisions, and they just don't have it in eFootball, unfortunately. But we will be adding it at OGFC. All right. So let's see how we do. Make sure these are right. Defensive, defensive. Well, look at that. Hold on. Maldini. So we got Declan, Maldini. Why didn't these save, I wonder? Declan. Maybe I did it in an event. Declan, Maldini. All right. Nice, Sammy. Are you going to be pre-ordering it? You never say never, but I doubt I will, buddy. I have 1,600 FC points I wish I could give you from winning the tournaments. I don't know. We'll have to see, man. Let's see how the leagues and cups and everything goes. Let's see how this goes. But if you add content to this game, if our OGFC leagues and cups take off again and we really get this going like I have envisioned, and nothing's holding us back. I have the perfect setup to stream it now. I have the perfect community to help build around like keeping track of all the information, the standings, so everyone can watch. Put highlights up under everyone's account so people can see. Like, say Boomf is on there. He has his, ID, online ID, along with his socials, so you can check him out on his Twitch or YouTube or Kick or wherever. And then you have his highlights, you have his standings. All going to be on a website. ogfc.efootball or whatever, something like that. It's going to be awesome, dude. I can't wait. So we'll see, man. But that, to me, is even more fun than the content in FC, because as much as I was getting into FC tournaments because I'm a competitor, I don't have the draw to play that game like I do eFootball, because the football in eFootball at its core is so pure. So pure. And it's fun, and you can train and get better. And that's what's awesome. Nice, Boomfoot. Congrats, bro. And I have fun. Don't get me wrong, dude. FC, I love the manual control, dude. I wish like heck that... Nice stadium, by the way. I wish like heck that they had the manual control. I wish like heck I could choose my own kits. My own home kit and away kit and badge all separately. And I wish like heck, a lot of things. But as far as on the pitch goes, if you take away the rat crap, which FC has it with the people that are trying to rat and finish it. Yes. People trying to rat and like when there's lag, like take advantage of the lag delay, because FC, hats off to them, they did a good job of getting rid of like most of the glitch shots. There's still one like 50-yard Trivela / power shot, and those get old, but they did a good job. So in eFootball, you obviously have the smart assist abusers / quick counter / cross abusers. You have stuff like that going on as you get in the higher levels. So yeah, all that's annoying to deal with. But again, we get these leagues and cups blown up. We might get to the point where there's a league or cup every single night, and that's what this channel evolves to. I really don't see why not. I mean, let's picture me, Valiant, Sammy, Boomfa, and Phil are in our own nice little move. Are in our own league, right? And we play every Tuesday. There's a league. Well, Wednesday there's another league that Boomfa's in, but Phil's not, and then there's a couple other players. Then that weekend you have your league match day, but on Sunday there's actually a national team cup to coincide with the big Nations Cup going on. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's so many things we can do, and it's all about playing football, and then you keep track of it all even better than eFootball. I mean, where can you go wrong with that is my question. You're streaming all this, right? So it's like having a broadcast, which is better than eFootball, having a real-life broadcast. All your stats, everything's kept track of. You're starting to gain an audience, gain fans. You're gaining fans who like to watch you play in your style. Like, where can you go wrong, bro? I don't know. To me, eFootball is more addictive. Both spinning for players, even though I hate their spinning system for sure, and the football itself is just like, look at this goal. Fuck off. They had to do that to me. But it's just so addictive, dude. I wish they had a dynamic shooting system, though. And maybe that's it, too, that it just gives you stuff to look forward to. That could be part of the driving force behind me loving eFootball as well. Man, that took a while. Oh, get there. Follow. Didn't your coaches ever teach you follow the rebound? Bravo, Bagio. Bravo, Bagio. See that, Captain Bam? Well, you didn't get to see it there, but that's my Capitan. The most creative of playmakers, and that should be a victory for us, boys. 3 more to go. Yes, next Saturday. I put it on. When did I announce that? I think beginning of the stream, and then I did a Discord announcement. But next Saturday, not this Saturday, next Saturday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, the match day will start. Assuming that you and Phil are both in, and then Owen, we have 4 to 10 people. But the thing is, a lot of the people, there's people that don't like being like public, like they want help, but for some reason, it's so weird. It's hard to explain. But I'd say right now we'd have probably like 3 people, 3 to 5. Beautiful. The system's working great. I know it's not like the best. Ah, see? Stupid. Why did I rush that? I didn't need to rush it at all. Too easy. Read him like a book. Good Terram. Get there. Oh, come on. Good. Seedorf, man. Come on. Good, Cedorf. Good. We're in again. Ah, Bagio. Good stuff, Terram. Good, super cancel. Good, Adriano. Good, Adriano. Look, this is an R1 pass. Watch this. R1, watch. He's going to come across. Oh, I wanted to lay it from Bagio to him. But yeah, there's just some, I don't know, dude. eFootball is amazingly fun, bro. And it's if you got rid of the rats, you couldn't touch this football game. But I'll be coming with more episodes, too, of the nostalgic series from Marlon Anthony, because that's a masterpiece. The numbers didn't do that well. There's a big scam or potential scam going on in UFL, and that's dominating my content right now. And I get it. It's a big deal, but so I'm putting the part 2 of the breakdown of that masterpiece, basically adding my memories in all these games into it and some very important points. You'll see as I go, but I don't want it to get missed. You know how sometimes like 2 major events happen and one of them gets overlooked, unfortunately? Like, I don't want that to happen. Because this is it was an amazing documentary from Marlon Anthony. And the reason why I'm saying this, by the way, I didn't explain myself, but is because when you watch that series, the nostalgia brings you back. I don't see how you could be a rat after watching and remembering why we all played football games to start. I don't care how ratty you are. There was once a time when you turned on a football game and played purely for the love of football, because back in the day, that's the only reason there was to play. Beautiful work, boys. Look at this. Oh, Bagio. And so you'll have players that are rats right now, and it's almost like, how did you become a rat? I know a lot of them have to be from the younger generation, because The older players that came up just being super excited, just happy to have a football game on the sticks. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way that I could see those players becoming rats unless they got so fed up. Yeah, I know Pele's coming. I saw it. I follow pro-eFootball on X. You guys should check it out. They have all the leaks. They're kind of like Foot Sheriff if you watch FCs. Let me get my water. And I saw the potential card, potential stats look amazing. They said, unfortunately, Maradona might be leaving because he might have signed with FC now that he's back in FC. They might have got his exclusive rights. For FC 25, they did that big release for Maradona. They did one for Beckenbauer, so I don't know if that means Beckenbauer will leave. You know, who knows. But I can't wait for Pele, dude. The king is coming. That's all that matters. Oh, crap. I gotta go. All right. Here we go. But yeah, of course, I'd love to get Maradona and Pele, bro. Pele is a hole player or a secondary striker. Oh my goodness. Hole player is the best attacking outside of striker, right? Like you have to do strikers alone because like poacher and advanced striker are their own thing. God, that was a stupid pass. But if you look at outside of striker, hole player is the best attacking playstyle. No, you're not going to lose your old cards. That's why I want Maradona to come before he leaves. You get what I'm saying? I doubt they would pull your old cards out. Or could they do that? If they did, they better replace him with like a Pele. But can they? Maybe they could do that, dude. I wonder. I actually wonder that. Has that ever happened before? I'm sure. Surely it's happened, right? Where we know what the precedence is. Did they take the card away? Do you get to keep your old Maradona? Part of me thinks they'd have to take him out, guys. I wonder. Maybe it has never happened. I don't know. You guys tell me. Look at this beautiful football. Why did you back off, Adriano? You were in a great spot. Watch Terram catch up. Watch this. Oh, no. Yeah, I couldn't feel that. That is what would happen, huh? Can't believe this dude didn't quit, man. Trying to get 4 wins real quick, bruh. You know there's other players going for this. I'm going to face at least a couple that are ratting like crazy to get this. Scoring goals for fun. This 4-3-1-2 so far so good. But we still got to face a good opponent. This is when I start working on stuff. I should have already been, but I want to keep working on my knock-on shot. I forgot about the knock-on shot. Good, Big Dan. Good. Good ball. I remember it's R2, so you hold R2 so the player stops. Then while you're holding R2, you go R1. Is it flick the right stick or left stick? Right stick shoot or flick left stick and shoot? Damn, sucks for Marquinhos. Let's try it here. There it is. So it's boom. Watch, it's boom. If I can get it. R2, R1 with the right stick flick. Then shoot. Hold on, I'm going to take some Flonase after this. I know you guys don't want to just hear me sniffling and stuff, dude. My allergies, bro. It's ridiculous. Oh, you're in. Damn it. Should have passed it. Then it's R2 and R1. Our R2 is only needed if you need the ball to be stopped, right? So I could have just, that soft pass, I could have just did R1. So settle it, R2, then I could be like, boom. But why do you have to hold R2 at the same time? If the ball's already stopped, can't you just flick R1? I'm going to do it in the training ground after this. See, I have to remember all this. This is a good game to work on all that. Yes, very easy opponent. See, that would have been it, but he blocked it. Oh, that could have been it. I think I got this dude on full tilt. I don't know why he doesn't want to leave. But he seems to be a little upset. And I'm just playing him straight up. I'm not like cheating or nothing. I don't even have Smart Assist on. You can't be mad at me, bro. I'm playing as pure as you can play. Oh! Knock on! I did the knock on and it screwed him up. Look at that. Yeah, he's not a quitter, that's for... Oh, you jinxed him, bro. He quit after the knock on through his goalkeeper. You jinxed him, Valiant. Let me go to the training ground real quick and test this out. No, not Authentic Dream Team. Free training. I need a good free kick taker like Schneider, like I had with Schneider too. So if I'm dribbling and then I pass, that wasn't it. I gotta settle it first, then flick it. So it'd be like this. That's a knock-on shot. That's a knock-on shot. So see, you don't have to hold R2 with a soft pass. That's bullshit they said that. That's a knock-on shot. See, I gotta aim though, too. Wow. I gotta get way better at the knock-on shot. So I wonder why it said hold R2 as well. You don't have to. So I'm going in, do the fake shot, pass it here. Maybe because it stops it altogether at first. Although if I play a slow enough pass... Phil. So all you do is, so I'm learning, So if you hold R2, you don't really got to fully stop it, it looks like. Let me see. It's way too far out. But here's what it looks like. You can tell it goes quicker. So watch. So if I go like this and I stop at R2, then go boom. See how it's perfectly placed perfectly, you know? Now watch. Now let's see if I pass it and I do R2 and push it. You push it forward with, like if you're dribbling and you go R1 and push. Sometimes it's not very responsive. See what I'm saying? So now if I pass it and do, it's super accurate. It's perfect. Like but here, let me make sure that's doing it right. Let's see. Yep. So if you hold R2, R1, and push, you don't have to stop the ball. So check it out. So if I stop it plainly, look, I'm dribbling, I go boom. Boom. See, it's a perfectly placed shot. But if I do this, all at once, boom. I think I'm scoring those with Seedorf too with that 75 finishing. Let's see. Boom. 75 is plenty enough. I love it. All right, let's go play another one, boys and girls. So now, practicing it's one thing. Doing it in a match is a whole nother thing. So it's R2, R1, push at an angle, finesse shot, or push at an angle, regular shot. Make sure you aim, though, or it will go hard, but right at the keeper. That might have been one of the best boxes in the league. So what did I take that down to, by the way? What did I end up taking that down to? 1,200. Took it down to 11 players, 139 players. So if each player is $1, I spent 139 bucks. Wasn't quite that, a little over 100, but 3 top players for sure. So let me see the skills that they have, by the way. Double touch. One touch pass. He has long range shooting. That's huge. Marseille turn. Nice. What was the Marseille turn? Again, I forgot how to do it. Does someone remember? Oh, yeah, it's the same as the spin turn. One touch pass, phenomenal pass, man marking, interception, blocker, and fighting spirit. Fighting spirit, Declan. Fighting Spirit. That's huge to have those 3 with Fighting Spirit, dude. That's huge. Terram has, I don't think Maldini does. Yep. All of them do. Dan Burn, Van Dyke, of course, does. Every one of my back 7 has Fighting Spirit. I want to get on Levakovich, too, though. Then the directing defense boosts my defense. I wish Seedorf had... Instead of phenomenal pass, I wish he had visionary passer. Bagio has, what does he have again? Momentum dribbling. What was momentum dribbling again? Momentum dribbling. Momentum. There it is. Improves players dribbling. That's true, Lusitano, and I think I have it. Let me go check. Enables a player to perform a quick, sharp touch while stationary or moving slowly. That acceleration burst is huge for knock-ons. Doesn't it make them like quick, like boom, bang, like quick, boom, boom, boom. Momentum dribbling. Improves players' dribbling abilities in the attacking third. That's huge. So that's what Bagio has. I wish he had speed burst. Adriano, phenomenal finishing. Michael Owen. Thought he had one. Maybe not. No, Batistuta had Showtime skill. What was Bellingham's again? Phenomenal pass. So both Seedorf and Bellingham, phenomenal passers. 90 and 90 in passing. Bellingham's got 91.85. Declan's got phenomenal pass as well, dude. In good passing stats. And then both Maldini and Terram have Fortress. Dan Burn. Aerial Fort. Van Boyden didn't have a Showtime skill, did he? No. And Van Dijk has the long reach tackle, I believe, yeah. Levakovich even has one, though. He's got the directing defense, which I believe boosts my center backs. Okay, so set. I'm set. I mean, this team's built for this setup, and this setup is great. So let's get back into it. Maldini needs heading, very true. So hold on, let me look at boosters. 56. Long way off from boosters, so I can't wait till tomorrow to start stacking boosters up. No skills here. But let's see player fusion. Let's see what we have in the locker. Rabona and through passing, long throws and pinpoint crossing, inside bounce, rising shot, through passing, long throws, and so no heading. That's right. So he has aerial superiority. I want him to have aerial superiority over heading, actually. Or both. Aerial superiority and heading. Aerial superiority, if I'm not mistaken, wins the ball in the air. But see, and then heading, yep. Dan Burn, aerial superiority, and heading, of course. And aerial fort. So Maldini, I want aerial superiority, then heading. Through passing. Pinpoint crossing. I want Terram to have pinpoint crossing. He does have it. Good. They both have it. Okay. Just in case. So interception. They all have that. Long range shot. I don't like the rising shot, so I'm not going to choose that. Yep, I already bought them all, Phil. Fucking Dan Burn wasted a bunch of them. Dude, I might put through passing on Maldini, bro. Honest to God. I feel like having that on my wingbacks could be huge. Let's test it out. Because they have the ball quite a bit on that wing, sometimes released. And if they have through passing too. So with the Rabona, I don't want that. Long throws, pinpoint crossing, inside bounce, rising shot, through passing. I'm going to put on Terram too. He'll have the Rabona on him as well. I'll eventually cancel that Rabona out with something else, but for now. Because all of the players that I want to have it like up in the attacker, you know they're going to come with it. Yeah, burn me for sure. Oh, I love Seedorf so far. Only one game with him, but he's everywhere, bro. I boosted his attacking. I made him into my own Seedorf. Check him out, guys. Way more attacking. He was in the 60s with attacking, so I boosted that like crazy. Still good enough defense. I'm plenty happy. Great passing now. From 85 passing to 90 passing. Dribbling still excellent. So yeah, so it's a 4-3-3. It's really a 4-3-1-2 as you can see. But just pushing Bagio to secondary striker, 4-3-3. I'm going to get some good footage today and then break down why I like this, why I've been using it, why I love it. Yeah, I do, Phil. Yeah, it's huge, dude. It comes in handy, doesn't it? It's huge. Your wingbacks are big distributors, man. I mean, even if you have them all defensive like mine, they win the ball and sometimes they release up that line. If they can play those cutting through passes, it can be huge. All right, let's see who we got. Opponent-wise. Nice. Worthy opponent. Somebody who's been playing the game, obviously. 4-2. 1-3, so very similar to my setup. I like how he's got his secondary striker of Messi in the middle, kind of like a false nine coming back. I like that. Exactly, Lusitano, 100%. So let's see how we do. Should be a good game. Yeah, I'm preparing, man. I can't wait for the league to start, dude. I cannot wait. So next Saturday, 10 a.m., we'll get going. Every game before the game, we'll announce who we are. Like, you know, how long we've been playing eFootball. We'll walk through, each of us will walk through our team, right? You'll have the host. His team will be on screen. Actually, we'll probably do the host will feature the home team. Each person for their first game will get featured, so everybody gets a feature. The away team, you can't see their team, but they'll announce who they are. Then when their home team the next time, they'll go through their team, talk about why they chose that setup, and then we'll play the game and then move on. Each player will get a game in, and then we go into our next match play. Everyone will have equal amount home games, equal amount away games. Equal amount that they host, equal amount that they're away, which is fair because I think you lag a little bit more being an away player, but since it's equal, it's fair. I thought about doing a home and away leg, and I still may for some tournaments and cups, honestly. But basically the scores would be combined. So each match day, if I did the home and away, I'm still debating it. You would host, and then you would leave that match room, and then the other person would host. You create a new match room, go in, play. I still may do that, because that way, and then each game counts separately, but you at least it's fair. You're host, and then you're not. So you say you tie 2-2, then win 2-1, both of those go down. You tie 2-2, you win 2-1. So I'm still debating that. Let me know your thoughts on that for the league. I think it could work out good. But yeah, I can't wait, man. If anybody's debating playing, don't be shy. If you don't think it's worth it to pay $3 a month to be able to play leagues and cups, then I get it. But if you do think it's worth it, but you're shy to play online, don't be shy, bro. It's all about having fun. It's all about having fun. All right, let's get into it. Put in the 4-3-1-2 up to the test. Super cancel. Seedorf. Nice shot, though. Good, Van Dijk. Oh, what? Super cancel. Goal. Oh, Bagio. Yeah, we will, Phil, for sure. We will, don't worry. That definitely would be a good video, man. That definitely would be a good video. We'll go through and walk through how I determine my player skills, and then how I determine, kind of like the through passing stuff, man. That's what I do for every player. And then remember, if you're waiting for skills and you have skills just sitting there and they could help, even if you have better ones you're eventually going to put, you can delete skills now, so you might as well do it. So if you have a skill that you want to try out, do it. And then when the better one comes, switch it then. But people will be waiting and waiting and waiting to add the exact skills they want. In the meantime, they could have another skill on that player. It's worth it. You can win the GP back. That's easy. On different match days, yeah. Yeah, for time constraint, that's probably what I'm looking at. Just because viewership-wise, I don't want it could get really drawn out. But for big cups and stuff like that, I'd probably do home, then immediately away. And then now that I can stream everything, we can do it differently where each different person can host. It doesn't have to be it could be whoever. If I remember correctly, we did just the certain people hosting. For some reason, I forgot. Oh, because of PlayStation. But now even like I'm fine because I stream on OBS. So like all my matches can be played easily. I can connect to people. But the problem was because I was streaming on PlayStation, right? I was streaming on PlayStation. I couldn't like share my screen. Like if somebody wanted to play against me, I wasn't able to. I forgot what it was exactly, but I couldn't do it. Now I can. Now I'm not a big technical guy. That's the biggest thing for the PlayStation guys mainly. I think it's an extra step for them. They can do it, but it's an extra step to be able to share. Wow. So unnatural. I don't know why he stopped. See, that's a goofy thing. They don't do that in FC. They keep moving a bit. I hate that little stop, dude. It's so unnatural. Let's get Big Dan up here. And we're just going to do a natural flick back to Seedorf. See if it works. Oh, I tried it. There it is. Oh. Get back for him. Should have tried to counter me. What a pass. Unbelievable. Ah. Of course. Gotta be careful with those, huh? Super cancel it. Ah, I should have pressed X there. It's easy to super cancel regular passes, guys. Just remember that. You probably already know that, but just making sure. He's flirting with disaster here. Ah, too much. I wanted to kind of explore Seedorf a little. So you got to be careful, man. You could be whooping someone's ass and then this shit happens. Holy shit. Yeah, PS Remote Play. That's what it is. That's right. I have it now, so I'll walk through. I'm going to make a video Actually, after this, I'm going to go through it with you guys if you don't mind. Even though I don't think I would need to do it to connect to someone. Or maybe I would to be on Discord. Oh, come on, man. Come on, Adriano. This is where I just got to keep being patient. Keep hammering away. I'm not going to move up to red yet. You know, it's not time for that. It's fine. We've had a few that we should have went in, didn't. There we go. And then our patience pays off. That's simple. When we just keep going. You're going to have those times, man, where it's just nothing will go in. You just keep pushing. Now, it's not over yet. You can't rest. I've done that before, too, where I think, oh, 1-0, and then they hit me with the kickoff glitch, or which is a thing in eFootball. What a ball. Who was that? What a ball. Who was that, guys? Oh, my goodness. Was that Declan? Who played that through ball? Who was that? Oh, Bellingham. Bellingham, bro. What a ball. Holy crap. That's why that 90 passing was worth it. Good. Oh, I tried. I hate that move that they choose to do on that one, though. Watch this. Look at that ball. Seedorf. That was Seedorf. Wow, he chose his left foot, his weak foot. Interesting. Whoa, not him. Midfielder, dum-dum. Let's chase him down and see if I can. They never head it back to the keeper, and it drives me nuts. They don't have that little animation to do it, I guess. I'm not trying to be mean, but these opponents remind me of, like, old school, like... Good ball. Uh-huh. I should have done a give and go there. Belly's a beast. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really covering FC. I did a vote. I did a poll. Let's see where that poll stands. Hey, someone want to go check that? It's on my... if someone's available to do so, can you go check? Where did my phone go? I could go check it real quick. If you go into YouTube, my channel... Go to view channel, go to posts. The poll's closed, but I still kept it. So right now, 62 people have voted. Even though I closed it, I commented. People have been putting in really nice comments and stuff. And right now, eFootball's still winning. 40% to 35 over UFL. EAFC only got 13%, and all three games got 11%. So... clearly, eFootball is the king of this channel. even though UFL is dominating the numbers, so clearly those UFL assholes want to enjoy my content but won't like and subscribe. And by the way, if you don't mind, dude, if you guys could please like and subscribe. Don't worry, I was the same way. I never realized how important it was to actually hit that subscribe. But if you guys could do it and remember, it would mean a lot. If you could just like and subscribe. If you haven't, it really does mean a lot, especially for a small content creator trying to grow. It really helps with the algorithm, with everything like that. So, but UFL, I think that's what the case is, because the numbers are just way too crazy. My UFL numbers, yeah, are just. I mean, there's not a lot of English-speaking UFL content creators. It's me and Dagger, and this Dagger guy is literally a rat. I'm not kidding. I have like 150 matches against him on live where I whooped him over and over and over, and he was a player that always was discovering new rack glitches. And by the way, I owe two people somewhat of an apology, and I want to explain why. I'm an honest person. That's why if someone's a rat or I think they're a con man or something, I'll say it. Like, I don't make no qualms about it. I'm not a fan of the way Nanik, I'm not, his content isn't my style. He looks at it like a businessman. He doesn't really play the game. He's not really a player. He's more like, fast way to complete this objective. Oh my goodness, I packed this player. Oh my goodness, look how much fodder you can get. Here's how to do. Like, I like actual players who play the game and have stake in it, not just like shock value. Like, if he was an eFootball guy, Nanik would be just opening, look who I got in 3 spins. Crazy shortcut to make sure you get a top epic player, like, instead of actually playing. He did a little tactics, I think. But anyway, that doesn't matter. The important part of what I'm saying is the apology. I do not like some of like the eFootball thing, right? Like, for instance, I was shot it straight with you guys. I need that money for the channel, for the leagues and cups and stuff like that. And so you have to be a member to play, and I gave you the reasons. I didn't like how some streams I was watching eFootball Universe, and he'd be like, all right, guys, sorry, I got it in the stream, no more money, I'm all out, this and that. And all of a sudden, the same few people are donating. And it almost seemed like a ploy to get them to do it, and it rubbed me the wrong way. But overall, he definitely is a good guy. He definitely knows the game. And I can't really speak on being a good guy. I shouldn't say that. He could come out tomorrow and be a mass murderer. But he's definitely knows the game of eFootball. And I don't believe he's like a rat. I wish he would speak up more, but I might have been harsh on him sometimes. And Medicina too, dude. He is a super quality player. Do I like how he shares the rat stuff? No. I do not like that at all. He's a good enough player where he could, and he has so many followers and stuff that he could easily shun the rat stuff, be against it without even being outspoken. Just only promote good quality football because he's a good quality eFootball player. Not promote the freaking cross glitches, not play that way, not essentially co-sign it. And so that's why I have a problem, but I'm probably a little harsh on like some of my words towards him. So I definitely owe those two apologies because I enjoy both of them, their content. Medicina is a top player without a doubt. You can't be a hater. He is a top player. But that's why it drives me even more crazy though when he chooses to like do the cross glitching tactics or play quick counter and just pure become as eFootball Universe calls it, a spammer. Whether you're crossing all the time, through balls, whatever, Medicina sometimes chooses to be a spammer despite all the skill he has, and I feel like he's doing that just to attract rats, and I don't like that part. But nonetheless, quality player, quality content creator. Yeah, that's kind of where I came from. Levakovich is no joke, bro. I keep wanting to say Levakovic instead of Levakovich. Oh my god, that was sick. I know that was for 6-0, but dude, that was so sick. Yeah, that's exactly why I go after him sometimes. Which one's got the Blitz Curler team? Medenson or whatever? He's definitely a solid player. No doubt about it. I watched a really good game of his today. I actually was doing my scouting for Seedorf and watched a comparison he did with Seedorf and Conti. And he beat two top players, bro. And it was awesome, dude. The games were very good. And I just remember when I watched that, I was like, dude, I owe this guy an apology because that was like the third or fourth good video I seen. But you got to realize, I came in, some of the very first videos I saw of him were not very flattering, bro. Like, clearly sharing rat shit for views. And it was like, screw this guy. Same with EFootball Universe. Like that Kohler spin that he did where he's like, all right, guys, that's it. I got bills to pay. I'll see you guys in the next stream, man. That's it. There's no way I can go deeper, guys. Oh, thank you for the donations. All right, it's like, and it was down to like 30 players, you know. It would have been like if I got on like, guys, I'm down to 21 players. I can't get Seedorf though, unfortunately. I have a limit. I don't have $1 to my name. But man, I really need Seedorf to make my team complete, man. If only I had somebody out there that was like me, because if I was watching this, I would donate right now. Anybody out there, if anybody's like me that has a kind heart and that doesn't want to go to hell, make sure you donate. Make sure you donate. I don't think you guys want to go to hell, do you? You know what I mean? That's what it's like. It wasn't that intense, but it came off like that to me. You get what I'm saying? But since then, I've seen eFootball Universe several times, and he did nothing like that. So, Realm, what's up, Realm? I don't recognize you, bro. Are you new to the channel? Maybe. One more match, and we are promoted. No, two more. Sorry, I'm going to take a leak. I'll be right back. But yeah, if you're new, welcome back. Or welcome, Realm. If you're not new, welcome back. Let me say this too. First of all, if you're new, please like and subscribe. It goes a long way. Thank you very much. Join our Discord, link in the YouTube bio. Got to plug. But let me say this. Nothing would make me happier than if Konami came out and shit all over my plans with leagues and cups and just blew up with content for eFootball 26. Nothing would make me happier because the game needs it. And so even whether I'm excited or not about my own leagues and cups that are going to bring everyone more ways to play eFootball for prizes and everything else, the bottom line is Konami needs to start announcing some big changes. They need to start announcing some big additions. They need to spice up eFootball, man, because it's going to get stale. It's going to get stale. They don't need to go crazy like FC with a new promo every weekend, but they need to have a consistent every weekend event, which they're lacking majorly, and they need to start getting more in depth with modes and content. They just need to. They need to have cups. They need to have objectives. They need to randomly throw in like, this cup this weekend we're playing for a Rijkaard, or we're playing for Donaldoni or whatever. Donadoni. Oh my God, Bro, I didn't even know who that was. I know he's an AC Milan right-sided player now, but I didn't when I got him. And he was one of my favorite eFootball players. His player ID was amazing. Yeah. But that's where we'll spice it up with the leagues and cups. And it won't just be for nothing. It won't just be to qualify for cash cups, and then maybe you're not on a level where you win cash cups, but that's fine because there's going to be Division 4 cups, Division 5 cups. Trust me, I'm taking this all the way. If I commit to something, I go all the way with it. That's one of the reasons why I put that poll out, because I knew something needed to give. When I'm giving a little piece of my energy to 3 different games, it's hard to really dive in. And, like, what's supposed to be will be. And I think that there's a reason why this game won the vote. I really do. It's the most true to football, historically speaking. It's always been the purest game. And yes, Konami sold out for greed, but the heart of the game is still there. The roots are still there. Guys, even if you don't want to watch my series on the history of Pez, right? I have 1 episode out right now. It takes you down memory lane, but even if you don't want to watch that, take a couple hours, or you can watch it in different, sit downs. Watch Marlon Anthony's history of Pez. It will bring you back. I guarantee, I consider myself a FIFA player, right? Historically. Now I'm an eFootball player. But growing up, consider myself. But dude, when I watch that history of Pez, there's so many times where it's like, wow, pop culture wise, we just called it FIFA, right? But I absolutely positively played so many of those games through the history. Not just the golden years, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way into 2008, 9, but also Goal Storm. Dude, my favorite game pre-disc, I'm talking cartridge era, ISS 64, bro. International Superstar Soccer 64. It was the most true to football cartridge game ever. The movement, the way the players reacted, everything, dude. It was so different. It was insane. It was dude, it just was so ahead of its time. All right, one more win, and we're in. I guess that guy didn't want to play me. No. Kickoff. I'm using, really it's a 4-3-1-2, but because Bagio instead of AMFs and SS, it's listed as a 4-3-3. Box to box Seedorf, whole player Bellingham shooting up on each side. Bagio SS with Adriano and Owen. Owen cutting into the right. Adriano, true center forward. Declan, an anchor man, a makeshift anchor man, right? Terram and Maldini. Obviously, Terram a false center back / right back. Van Dijk Burn with Maldini, a stay back left back. Levakovich, defensive keeper. Individual instructions are literally very simple. They're just Rice defensive and Maldini. I leave my offensive ones, by the way. The defensive ones. I leave the defensive ones, counter target and deep line. For maybe I'll use those, but typically that's for tight marking or man marking if and when needed. Yeah, I know, Boomfa. But I don't think they all had the Hunchback of Notre Dame effect. I think that's an eFootball edition. I could be wrong, though. It's been so long. I'll have to look at Marlon's history of Pez and see. My next video is going to bring you guys way back, dude. How many of you guys remember the era where creativity became the key? Meaning they didn't, eFootball, Pez didn't have the licenses, but they added your own stadium, kit, and cleat creator or spikes or whatever you call them, boot creator. That was amazing. And you could mix the kits. They took it out afterwards because the sponsors bitched. But you could do the red Man United jersey with let's say they had the navy blue shorts and then black socks. You could mix and match. You could do the AC Milan. You could go red, white, and black, which I always wish AC Milan did. But obviously they don't mix and match. And then all the sponsors started getting mad about it. It's so stupid. Nice little team of the week player, the week free to play player looks like, or minimal investment player. But do you guys remember when they made it after all the sponsors bitch and there wasn't all of the kit sponsors and stuff? They made it where you could put everything in the game, including a Nike sign, a Puma sign, a Lotto sign. You could do everything, dude. You could create the Total 90 kits. I still remember that, dude. Those were the best kits ever, and that when no team in the game had it, but they added it. One year, they had it, and Marlon covers this, where they screwed up and they didn't do it right, where you could put the Total 90, and those were the most popular, so they added it back the next year. They eventually took all that out, but bro, they need to bring that back, dude. I would love to do that nowadays. Talk about nostalgia. This player's kicking my ass. I gotta lock in. Dude, can you imagine the old style kit creator? They could even keep the old school look to it, but add it into this game. It would be amazing. If they're not going to redo all these kits, they should do that. Because that's one of the coolest part of these modes. Look at that. Oh, crap. Alright, man. I'm getting my ass kicked. No. Good ball. You're in now. Oh, dude. He's right on me with this quick counter shit. Nice goal. This is a good player, bro. I don't know if this is a second account or what the fuck, but he's a good player for sure. What the hell? Now... Oh, come on. He might be using Smart Assist. I can't tell, but either way, I don't care. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to practice against him. But the passes, you can kind of tell. And by the way, that through ball I just made was perfect. I was one pass away from... Yeah, he's using Smart Assist. I can tell. Again, I don't care. I want to practice against him. Yeah, exactly, Lusitano. That was good. That was the good old days. Dude, and imagine, dude, they could absolutely use that nowadays. Oh, I thought he was going. What the fuck was that? Bullshit. Good ball. Perfect ball. Come on. Aww. So the reason why I'm pressing like I am is because he's using Smart Assist for sure. I can tell by the passes. And just like with AI, you can... Oh, dude, that was sick. You can win the ball back easier doing that, honestly. See how every time I go to actually defend, it just slides right around me, dude. Because the passes with Smart Assist are automatic. See how mine, like, go at him? Alright, so let's see here. But that's all he's doing is just quick. Bing, bing, bing. Not a bad player, I'm not saying that, but... See if I recognize the name. What the fuck kind of throwing? Dude, I need to work on my throw-ins big time. See, he's just ping, 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 ping because he's smart assisting. It's a joke. But he can have fun with that. If that's fun for him, so be it. Good D. Look at that. Individual D. Get there, get there. Oh, one touch. See what I'm saying? You can always defend that against the smart assist players. Come on. Oh my God. What the hell? That was like double the time that it normally takes. I would have just went for a regular shot. Dude, what the hell? You ever notice that, guys? We're going to get one against them. Telling you. We're right there. We can get this one back. Nice, Owen. I wish I could give you my account, buddy. I have Kaká, Leao. I built a really good team over there. I won 16 tournaments, so I got a head start on FC 26, which I'm probably not even going to play. I'll be an EFootball. Alright, so we're just going to keep playing them like we're playing them. We're going to get our chances. We've already had them. I can't believe I should have just regular shot that one with Bagio. That was silly. Chalk that up to a learning curve. I had 10 yards. I didn't know I needed 15 to be able to get the stunning shot off, but now I know. Good. Oh, I thought if I turned in, I could get it. Dude, see, I keep being an idiot. I don't know why I'm thinking like I can get that shot off, dude. And that's how Levakovich defends that. See, I gotta remember this. It should be 1-1. That's alright. We'll come back. We're still good. He's lucky. He's lucky I screwed up. See, all he's got is smart assist. If I wanted to turn it on, I could come back. I've proved it a million times, but there's no point. I got to remember that. I'm not telling you guys this. I am a little bit, but I'm more telling myself, because that's what you're going to want to do in these situations, and I've done it before. But it doesn't help me at all when I do that. I'm essentially screwing myself. Should already be 1-1 anyway without it, but that's why I got to keep working. I got to get to the point where I'm not missing those chances. There it is. Oh my God. This is the part where you say script, right? Come on, dude. Give me a break. This is the part where you say script. I'm not meant to win this one. Looks like I won't go undefeated. Good. Good. Come on. You're in. Ah, I should have took my finger off. Off sprint. How does Bagio miss that? Good dribbling. Good. Come on. You're in. Oh, come on. Good save. See, besides that smart assist, those quick ping, ping, pings, I'm whooping his ass, dude. These. Smart assist, loser. It's all good. That's what I'm going to aim for, Sammy. I'm going to score one, then I'll roll out. Can't believe he can't. I can't believe that's two off the post like that, bro. But that's where they got to add dynamic shooting, dude. They got to. So that becomes a skill that you can work on. So you know, like, when you hit the post, what to go work on. They should add that. I don't know why they don't. I want to see the shooting reticle they used to have. I want to see the shooting reticle. Alright, so let's pull Dan Burn. See if it was actually skilled shooting or not. Yeah, bro, it's hard to go against the scripting people who say that when shit like this happens over and over and over. See what I'm saying? He ain't moving the goalie, by the way, either. He's not moving the goalie at all. It just wasn't meant to be for me this game. There it is. Oh, it worked. Look at that. He cleared it off the line, that one, dude. It's a smart assist, bro. It's smart assist loser shit. You guys seeing this, bro? Unbelievable. I did my own set play. I'm using my own skill. And I'm rewarded with the keeper automatically fucking clearing it off the line. It's just the dumbest shit in the world. Look at that. Look at this. He don't even know how to pass without the smartest is choosing it. How is that even fun? You guys, would that be fun for you guys or no? Would this be fun if like, I created my own set play there and it got cleared off the line? He didn't even make that clearance himself. Look at that, dude. Oh my gosh. You gotta love eFootball sometimes. But would that be fun? Would you guys be sitting there happy? Honest question. It could just be me, but there's no way I'd sit there and be happy with that. No, he's using smart assist. You got oh yeah, Sammy, you know it. I thought that was Sammy who said that was Lusitano. It's just like nothing he's doing is him doing it. Look at all those shots that were saved. That's insanity, too. If you take all that away, but I'm willing to bet he's probably a Division III player, maybe. See, like, all my passes are my passes. Let's ask him. Let's ask him if he has fun. Hey, honest question. You're on live right now on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. So I want to know, so it's on live. I'll put your answer up so everyone can see. Do you actually have fun using Smart Assist? Be honest. Like, is it actually fulfilling? So, like, for instance, every shot that I got, I shot it. Every defensive stop, I stopped it. But, like, the ball that cleared off the line was an auto clearance from your AI. Everything you did was auto from your AI. So, honest to God question. Is it, like, fun to still play and just press, pass, or shoot, and then AI does the rest? Or are you sitting there going, man, like, I'm wasting my time. What's my life? Be honest. Let's see what he says. Let's see if he gives an honest answer or not. I feel like that's a fair question. Yeah, but that I mean, I don't mind that. I think that happens. They have a thing called the gold team glitch, they call it in FC, where if you have a gold team late in the game when there's all promos, like 90 plus rated teams, and you're using a gold team, like it gives you a boost, and then FC never announces it, but it's clear. I don't really mind that. Oh my god, dude. That's it. I didn't get my skill. They made matchmaking unavailable. That's hilarious. So I went, because I lost that game and didn't leave it, I should have left it. I'm 1 point from whatever you call it. It's only one skill, but still I don't get it because of the time. Oh, it's hilarious. But see, that's almost a problem though in itself, is that should be a meaningful, like, I should actually be pissed. Can you imagine, like, for my FC players, they already know. But tell these guys in eFootball who don't know. Imagine if you were 1 point away from getting your weekly rewards or your upgrade rewards in FC with how much points you get. We would be livid. And it's good to be livid because that means the points are good. The fact that it's only one skill training and it doesn't mean anything, that's actually a bad thing, bro. I should be furious right now. I should be able to make a short out of this where you guys laugh your ass off. But the rewards are so shit, it don't mean nothing. Bullshit. Oh my god, Berto, you sound like, no offense, bro, but you sound very unintelligent right now. If you see somebody litter, are you gonna just say, hey, it's not their fault, dude. The trash can was 2 feet away, but it's not their fault. It's the world's fault. Don't say nothing to them. Just let them litter, man. This is below your level. Just let them. Or if you see someone texting and driving, hey, man, it's not their... Hey, they're not in your car, dude. You just worry about yourself. Just let them text and drive. Don't worry. I know they're different extremes, but it's the same line of thinking. That player is making a choice to let the AI make decisions for him. So I asked him, is it truly worth it to play in a competition, me versus you, is what it's supposed to be, and you let AI do everything for you? Is that truly worth it? Is that like you're literally going against everything that competition is for the sake of, why Konami put it in there, keeping you around to keep paying money to play? Which that dude's a free-to-play player. It looked like he only buys these players. His team was full of, like, these players. Which is still money that adds up for eFootball. So without Smart Assist, does that dude even play, or does he get his ass kicked and leave? Because if you notice, once we were playing football, he wasn't that good. But players who say what you said, with all due respect, Berto, or let me see. Berto, yes, I'm going to call you Berto. Players who do that are the same exact thing that I'm talking about, just a different extreme. They make no sense whatsoever. Just like somebody texting, yo, what's up, and risking everyone's lives around them is stupid, It's stupid to play a game and play AI. Just different extremes. It's a spectrum. He's on the lowest end. It's on the other end. Oh, dude, you know it's 100. Once you play those players, it's 100%. For one, that curling shot goal that he hit, that showed it for sure. But yeah, you can tell the little passes when your defense freezes up, it's almost like it turns into an animation. If you go to the Discord, you can see where Kioma shared footage of one slipping by the defender, and Boomfa was like, well, Kioma, you didn't react. And Kioma was like, yes, I did, dude. And what Boomfa didn't realize is that you can't steal those balls. Hence why I know it too, is because all I did was hold down R1 and X and actually had success. Whereas when I tried to intercept balls or mark passing lanes, the pass went right by me. Well, why did that happen? Because his AI was seeing where I was positioned and perfectly making the pass. It's like a little variance in the way the passing is. Very rarely do you get intercepted unless you just go crazy. It's the same if you play AI divisions. You hold down R1 and X, and you can steal the ball back. If you try to defend like you would in real football, you can never get the ball, especially in higher divisions in AI. Well, 100%, that should be a thing. That would be a really smart idea, is let the Smart Assist losers use Smart Assist. But why do I say it's a loser thing to do? Well, because you're playing a person, your skill versus their skill in a game, and you're choosing to use a feature that Konami put in to literally keep low-skill players playing the game. Low-skill players. So even if you're a low-skill player, it's still not smart to use, by the way. But maybe if you're Division 10, 9, 8, okay. Let's see what division this player is. They might have reset the league already. I don't know. Nope, they didn't. Let's see. So a Division 3 player using AI to make his decisions. Bro, this dude is a loser. Why are you going to... Have you ever used Smart Assist, Berto? Go ahead and turn it on and tell me that's you versus the person and that's not you getting total help. Because I've used it. You shoot near post, the Smart Assist shoots far post. You pass the ball in the air, they pass it on the ground. You pass it on the ground, they pass it in the air. You take a regular shot, they change it to stunning. You flick the right stick, it does the best move in that situation. You don't have to do you know how hard it is to do some of the moves while you're running? Do a certain shot while you're moving in a certain direction. Like, that's the skill gap. It takes all the skill gap away and makes it to where you don't have to do shit. You press 2 buttons and the AI does it for you. So it makes no sense at all to play a game where you're not working on the game. So for instance, like if I'm coaching and Phil's, we're working on passing, bro, all I'd have to do then, that's like part of the game, right? That's part of real football. That's part of any competition you do. You work to get better. That's what makes it fun. So picture being a big enough loser to, like, I would just tell Phil, screw practicing, bro. Screw playing. Just turn on Smart Assist. You don't got to do anything. Just press X and the AI will make the best pass for you. Like, imagine that. It takes away. That's just a fact. I'm not stating anything but a fact. Saying, well, the game has it. What does that mean? You don't get arrested for texting and driving unless you get caught either, but that don't make it right. You don't get arrested ever when people are littering all over the place like lazy pieces of trash themselves because they don't want to walk 3 feet to a trash can. You know what I mean? Like, someone uses their phone. I've heard some people. I've seen a cop do it, dude. I've seen a cop texting and driving. What the fuck does that matter? Oh, Konami added it in. Dude, just use your brain. That's what matters. Come on, man. We all have a brain. We're all logical thinkers. We've all used Smart Assist on here to either get back at rats or see what it was about. We all know exactly what's up. Let's stop playing dumb. Come on, man. Exactly. The moves are super freaking hard, dude. Especially the ones that the Smart Assist pulls off. No one does those. There's pros that don't do some of those moves. And then if you're going to shoot the ball, and did you see how many shots of mine got auto-cleared / goalie save / hit the post? That doesn't happen with Smart Assist, or it does rarely. And if it does rarely, guess what? It's fine because your other 4 definitely didn't hit the post. So we all know this, and we all know how much easier it is to use Smart Assist. Therefore, we know that it's not really fair. So you're going into a game against another player facing you heads up, and you're essentially cheating, right? It's equivalent to a lot of different things. I could go on and on and on, right? It's a team cheating and using 12 men knowing that the other team they have one more person than the other team, or a kids team that uses an older player knowing that, but they want to win the game so bad that they do it, even though it means shit because they cheated. A boxer patting his gloves with cement, that's happened before. Like, these are all people that have that same mindset. It takes away, if you're a true competitor, you get what I'm saying. We're playing a competitive game. The competition is go out on this pitch and play and win, right? I'm waiting for the new thing because the phase is over. Go out on the pitch and play to win. What is the point if you're not playing? The whole point is you build a team, you go get your players, whether it's these players or the players that he had, which were these players, right? Whichever way, you build your team and then you go play. If you're not playing, it defeats the purpose. Then you're telling me that you don't win much, that it's so important to you to win something that you're going to essentially cheat, right? Or you're not going to trust yourself to actually win it. You're going to let AI beat the other person for you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I did the exact same thing when I first got into when I first got in to the FIFA, there was a pro ladder, and then the only time, dude, I got into the regionals, which is super fucking hard, by the way. It's super hard. You have a ladder, you have literally 800 of the best players, you're playing through lag, and you're going through. It's exactly what I did, is got a coach, and then there was so many things that I wasn't looking at from my perspective. And as I got better, guess what? It was rewarding, because then I went out and performed, dude, with the top FC players in the world. And did I go past that L? No. Did I get my ass kicked in most of those events? Yeah, but it was me doing it. Now let's go back into those events and say I had something like Smart Assist in FC. Let's just say there was some program I could have downloaded. And let's just say I finished top 10. And let's even say that I got all the way to the point where I could go to nationals. But guess what? I can't go because you can't use that shit for real. Like, it's essentially cheating. But let's just say I got to that point. That would have been zero fulfillment. That would have been zero satisfaction, which is exactly what I asked that player on message. I said, do you really feel satisfied playing like that? Is it really fulfilling, or are you just trying to make up for some other insecurities or some losses you're taking elsewhere? Because there's players like that in these games. We all know them. No, bro. No. I'm pretty much allowed to text and drive. No one ever gets caught doing it unless you drive right by a fucking cop. You don't get caught. Is that okay to do then? Because I can text and drive. Why not? I know that's an extreme. Like I said, it's a spectrum. But sometimes when you look at the similarities, but on a different part of the spectrum, like the extreme side, it puts it into a better perspective. You see what I'm saying? So someone using Smart Assist is on the low end compared to someone risking someone's lives by texting. I get that. But when you look at it from the extreme, ask that same question and then you see what I'm talking about. Just because you can do something doesn't make it okay. Bro, in FC, their lag, the servers are terrible. In UFL, they have all these glitches that you can use and win the game and get to the top. So you're telling me because you can use these things that are in the game, even though they're not football, even though they're not supposed to be in the game, to freeze up the other team's defense, to give yourself automatic goals, even though you can't earn them, even though your passing's bad, your defending's bad, and you're winning games even though you're the worst player, you're telling me that's worth your time to do? Because that's the same thing. The only difference is UFL didn't mean to put those glitches in. They just can't remove them because they're not a good enough development company. And in eFootball, Konami wants money, so they take these low-end players and give them ways to compete. So it's the same difference. Yeah, so exactly, and that does definitely make me upset. But that's also has to do with Smart Assist, because he didn't have to shoot his own shots and direct them. My shots went where I aimed them and his keeper saved them. His shots did not go. When you shoot the ball with Smart Assist, it literally chooses the direction. If you go far post, it'll go near. Like, it chooses the direction that's going to go in the net, unless it randomly hits the post for you. But for the most part, you're going to bury shots and your opponent's going to miss them. But guess what? I shot my shots. His AI shot his, basically. They are 100% dead, but it's the same thing, bro. You're assuming that because Konami added... When are they going to release this shit? I'm waiting, dude. They won't let us play a game, but... 7 minutes we have, guys. A 7-minute countdown. Hopefully, it's not a end to the stream like that, but it might be. But either way, this is great to talk about. I want other people to chime in on this, whether you do now or later. My boy Berto, this is a good conversation, Berto, by the way. Like, I'm there, totally respect that you have a different opinion than me, but I respectfully think it's I don't agree with you at all. I'll leave it at that. I think it will kick me out. I'm not sure. Almost was in Division 1, and guess what? I played some guy, and he was using Smart Assist, and he beat my ass. Hate Smart Assist. I was sitting at 1790. Damn, bro. Yeah, mine wasn't even close to that. I was looking to get to Division 3, because I hadn't been playing Divisions. Got to 1 point. All I needed was a tie. Play a Smart Assist player. He does the same thing. And I missed my chance to get a skill trainer. But it's not about that. We're talking about my boy Berto feels like since Konami adds Smart Assist, it's okay. I don't know, Berto, do you play this game? Oh yeah, bro. I'm not going to let that go, trust me. There's no reason why Nanik would put his whole career on the line and risk lawyers and shit coming after him for defamation if he wasn't... he would not back me up in a video. I mean, I called him out for being on their payroll after he did the scripted podcast with the CEO. I called him out after one of my videos got shared against UFL when I proved back when the skins didn't work and I was playing players in all different positions because the player IDs didn't do anything. So I had Van de Ven at striker, I had Rashford at center back. One of my videos got shared and Nanik literally sided with UFL against one of the community members. And he was a sellout, so he stopped covering UFL because everyone was against him. So my point is I went at him plenty. He would never back me if I wasn't spot on with that being a cash grab before they shut down. He literally says in the comments, which you can read, when this game goes down, I'm letting everyone know you're not even scratching the surface how bad it is. So I'm on the right track, but there's a lot more to dig into, and I will get to the bottom of it because, bro, that's a lot of money they've taken from players, bro. To know the game shutting down and continue to take money, that's damn near a crime, bro. Damn near a crime, but they're in Cyprus probably for a reason. That's where they're located. Their headquarters and shit. They should have, yeah, they're 8 years in development. If you need 10, 12, 13 years, take 10, 12, 13. But what they did is definitely fucked. They didn't have the manpower or the level needed, obviously, to get rid of glitches. So they started taking shortcuts, putting band-aids on bullet wounds. And that's why the game went from half decent, which they clearly like proverbially duct taped the game together to even make it look decent. And then they started needing patches. And as soon as the patches came in, the game went to shit because they were lost. And they had to have known that 8+ years in development, now over 9 years. They knew what they were doing, bro. Investors wanted to recoup some money, wanted to make some money. According to Nanik, Yashin, or whatever the dude's name is, the CEO is a shareholder himself. He wants to make some money, so they released the game, started charging players for X, Y, and Z. And the game shit the bed earlier than they thought. Now they're just trying to make as much as they can, and then they're going to run away. It happens in Steam all the time. It happens to smaller games. This isn't a new tale. It's just unfortunate it's in the football gaming sphere right now. Yeah. Dude, some countries do regulate it a little bit more. Like FC's banned in some countries. Not FC, but FC's in-store system. Probably eFootball's too. I just don't know. Man, how far are we away till this thing, man? It should be there. 9:02. I'm going to log out and go back in. I'll probably get kicked, though. I don't see any updates, so maybe it's just the spins, guys. But yeah, like, obviously these players, there's going to be players that share like you. I just want to end on the fact that I totally disagree. I think if you use Smart Assist, you're defeating the purpose of true competition, and you're joining a long list of sellout players that are ruining these games. Yep. Damn. Not till 3 a.m. So that's how we end it, guys. I was sitting here waiting, and it just didn't boot me yet. Now, who knows if that player wins or not without Smart Assist? Based on what I saw, I don't think he would have. I mean, I had 74 million shots. But just to end this stream off, let me know in the comment section what everyone else thinks. I want to know. Because as we move forward with eFootball, that's a big topic. From what I've seen, a vast majority of the respected players, I forgot their names. There's pros that have come out, eFootball, a lot of people. I haven't heard anybody defend Smart Assist. I haven't heard anybody speak respectfully of anybody that tries to logically defend Smart Assist. Nor have I heard someone logically defend it until Berto. That's just the truth. I know, there's no hard feelings. I respect his support. I like him. I'm glad he's part of the community. But let me know what you guys think as we move forward, because it's going to be a hot topic until it's either removed, limited to the lower divisions, taken out of divisions like they used to have it, which there's a reason for that, until they lost their minds, again, for money motivations, I guarantee. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. We will be back 3 a.m. sharp. Let me make sure with you guys, it is 3 a.m. like usual, correct? I don't want to be behind. I want to be right when it releases, counting down on live. No, he said, I watched, I actually did a reaction on the video. You can look it up. It's on my channel. I think it says his name on there, but his exact words were, he does not like it at all, actually. He wanted it gone, but I forgot. You can check my video. I was mad because he didn't make more of a fuss about it. He talked about how much it helps players that, if you're not that good, you're going to get a huge boost. But then he ends it at that. He's like, he took almost like a Switzerland approach, which I didn't like. But he definitely said he did not like it. I don't know. I have the video off. You guys want to check it? Let me look at the title of it real quick. because there's other people who, including you, Lusitano, that might be interested in that. But that's how a lot of these content creators are reacting in eFootball, dude. And I think that's one of the biggest problems. No one speaks up, dude. The reason why FC got such a big change is because finally people started speaking up. I don't know why eFootball, or even UFL, there's just not as many. Why no one speaks up? I've seen some, that Russian dude speaking up. The one former pro speaking up. The one dude Boomfa shared with me, he's like Costa Rican or something. But he showed a video where he was down like 2 or 3-0 and came back. It was like, this game is dead, boys. This game, Smart Assist killed this game. Like, but he showed examples. Like, that's what I want to see. None of these people are speaking up like that. If enough bigger content creators do that, I promise you Konami will be forced to react. Yeah, exactly. I hated that, which is why I made this video. So where is this? That pissed me off so bad, I remember.
Be forced to react.
But it's definitely a hot topic, and it's definitely one. If you look up, I'm sure you have, but if you haven't, look up Smart Assist on YouTube. And you'll be able to see. eFootball used to be good, but eFootball is a joke. The game, especially when you have a nice. Yeah, pretty much. 150 players to be exact, but yeah, it's a terrible system, 100%. Trust me, dude, I've invested so much money into it. And I know that what I'm doing too, but I don't like it. Trust me, I do not like it. The players should not be as expensive as they are. Man, I wish I could find that video. Who knows, but you guys can search for it if you're interested. But I did a whole reaction where eFootball Universe talks about it, and it's just definitely not the route to go if you want to really spark change. You got to do way more than... Here it is. eFootball, the title's eFootball Universe addresses Smart Assist. It's literally the title. eFootball Universe reacts to Smart Assist. Duh, that's the most simple title. I don't know how I didn't know it. So, yeah. What's up, Devi? I'm going to call you Lamak. We got a few Kicksters joining. What's up, Lamak? Yalamak. Damn, I can't say that name. I'm just calling you Yalamak. That's a dope name. But yeah, guys, sorry that this was an anticlimactic ending, but it's a good one, though, dude. We ended with an ass whipping to Smart Assist, and we end on a hot topic. If you guys want to comment on your thoughts on Smart Assist, let me know. Outside of that, super happy with Seedorf. Super happy with my team. Yeah, I want to train more, dude. I wish I could use my... If I could use my damn team... You can't use your dream team in here, can you? You can only use regular. That's what sucks. But I want to continue to use this because what was interesting about that Smart Assist game is when I try to defend, like utilizing my players to close down passing lanes, every pass he made, bing, 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 bing. Whenever I just held down R1 and X, I started stealing the ball easily, right? Because I was struggling at first, and then I started getting more of the play. That was the biggest difference, holding R1 and X. So if you play Smart Assist, you may want to try that. Why did I even try that? Because whenever I'm playing AI divisions, if I try to defend with skill, you can tell they react off of me, meaning their AI is so quick. So if I move left, they pass right. They wait for me. If I move right, they pass left. It was the same thing when I was playing that player with Smart Assist. So I realized, okay, so what do I do there? How do I get all the way up to divisions there? I just hold down R1 and X, no skill, run around like a chicken with my head cut off, and it's almost like the defense is so overpowered, it outsmarts Smart Assist, and you steal passes. So I started doing that same thing, and it worked. Why didn't I think of that earlier against Smart Assist? I don't freaking know. My mindset was just in a different place, but I will say that it did work, and why that works with Smart Assist, I don't know. I'm thinking it's because Smart Assist as a computer is built to react to certain speed, right? That's what it is. They see you make a movement, they make another movement. They see your keeper go one way, they go the other way. So when you're running as fast as you can at them using Smart Assist, their computer isn't reacting fast enough. Now, you're able to disrupt the opponent's run of play. Now, is it as fun? No, because there's no skill in it. That's where you got to give credit where it's due. FC has the most skilled defense because it's full manual. It's extremely difficult. You will get burned. You will get goals scored on you. That's why you'll see high-scoring goals. But if you have skill defensively, you can push players to their weak foot if they have one now. Or so far in the game, no one has a weak foot, but they're all 5-star. But you can cut off angles. You can read the play and then choose when to commit. If you commit at the wrong time, you get burned. If you commit at the right time, you win the ball. That's what defense is about. Smart Assist takes that away because every single time you try to defend with skill, it's like you can see the computer reading what you're doing, and they just beat you, so it's pointless. Another reason why they have to overhaul their defensive system, but I will say they can't do that if Smart Assist is in play to be used, because Smart Assist will eat you alive if you don't have that overpowered pressure system. So just keep that in mind. That's what I noticed too. Shoulder budging. On my PS4 account. See you tomorrow, Lusitano. Have a good one, buddy. If I didn't get a hold of you, sorry. Before you left. In my PS4 account, I spent hundreds of dollars to get a good team, and I'm not good. EAFC is what I play the most. I'm waiting for FC26 or the Sun in a new mode on eFootball, like authentically. Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all your perspective. If the money is worth it to spend, if you spend enough time in this game, spend the money. If I didn't have a channel, would I spend that much money? I don't know. It's debatable, probably because I've always been a football gamer. I love these games. I love football, and this is my outlet now, and so I probably would, but, does it suck spending that much money? Is some of it coping when you're like, oh, it's an investment? 100%. No one likes spending hundreds on these players because we all know that it's a ripoff, but we also want these legendary players. I will give it to eFootball. They're ripping us off, but at least they're doing these players right. Like, all of them are true to life. They make the same movements. When I watch them play, it reminds me of the real-life players. That's not the case in FC for many of their legends and heroes, or what they call them, icons and heroes. A lot of their icons and heroes totally are a joke. They don't do them right at all. Many of them aren't even meta or usable because they fuck them up so bad. Excuse my language, but... What's up, sir? How are you, man? Welcome to the channel. If you hear me talking to other people, I'm on Twitch and YouTube as well, but welcome, bro. Appreciate you coming in. Unfortunately, we have maintenance going on, so listen, I'm going to hop off here, but 3 a.m. sharp, we have our 30th anniversary spins. We finally did get Seedorf down to 11 players, so essentially 139 players later, and we got Maldini, Terram, so our left and right backs are settled for life, really. They joined Dan Burn and Van Dijk, or maybe Van Boyten and Van Dijk in the back four. Joining Declan Rice and Bellingham's new Showtime card, we have Seedorf as a box-to-box, who looks promising right off the bat. I made him super offensive compared to what he is. Then, of course, we have Bagio, the new Nostalgia Bagio at Shadow Striker / Cam. Adriano at center forward with Owen playing just underneath as center forward as well. That's the squad. We'll see if we add to it with the 30th anniversary spins. Leave your comments on Smart Assist and just anything. Let me know if you're excited for the OGFC Leagues and Cups coming up. If you want to join our Leagues and Cups, get automatic entrance starting next Saturday. Our league Day 1 starts. Join the base level Gamester FC membership. You go to YouTube, you join the membership. It's $3 a month. You get entry into all of our leagues and cups. If not, hopefully you'll tune in and watch anyway. And I'll see you guys in a few hours. Have a good night. If that's what it is where you're at, a morning, afternoon, whatever. See you soon. Peace out. Make sure you sons of guns like and subscribe. It will help me out a lot, and I would truly appreciate it. It goes a long way. Kick, Twitch, YouTube, follow on them all. Any support, thank you.